Hi, my name is Carol Brady. I'm going to be talking about Assignment 11 in regards to environmental justice. So before watching the videos for this assignment, I associated environmental justice with the health of the land, birds, and other animals that use the land as their shelter and source of sustenance, as they would be directly affected by the pollution of the land. Human health, of course, is also affected by pollution, but can be overlooked because the effects of pollution in human health can sometimes take generations to be seen, while in animals and plants, evolution and differences are more immediate and apparent. By ingesting food from the ground or water, breathing in polluted air, or being exposed to other contaminations, human health will be affected by certain ailments such as asthma. Pebble Mine is the first issue that pops into my mind after reading the question, do you know of any environmental justice issues in Alaska? The quest of Pebble Mine is to find metals such as copper by mining and drilling into the ground. There are economic, environmental, and cultural issues that come into consideration when talking about mining here in Alaska. The mining could affect the economy by destroying the ecosystem and environment of the salmon here in Alaska from the toxic byproducts of the mining, and this in turn would definitely affect our economy. The mining could also affect the cultural lifestyle of Alaska Natives who rely on the fish and healthy lands to keep up their traditional way of living also. Sacrifice zones was a term used in one of the videos describing low-class areas that have a high population along with a high pollution rate that comes in various forms such as water, air, and waste pollution. Every person should be subject to environmental justice as a human right, meaning that each person has the right to live in a clean and healthy environment, to be part of a community where they are heard and involved, and not to be subject to health consequences that are associated with pollution. Having the community involved and accountable in reducing pollution is one way to help eradicate environmental injustice. President Nasheed of the Maldives also suggested to not necessarily stop using the amount of energy currently consumed, but to find alternative renewable resources that pose less environmental risks and health issues. There are a myriad of ways and various forms that environmental injustices affect the health of a community. In the Maldives, as the land starts to erode due to increasing water levels, families will have to be displaced to find more stable ground to live on. They're also having to find and develop new methods and techniques to fish as the water temperatures have changed, affecting their fishing. The fish are staying in lower levels of the water in deeper parts and not coming closer to the surface like they used to, making fishing a little bit more difficult. In the case of Lake Apopka, farmers lost their livelihood because the land was no longer considered for use for farming. The farmers and their families also suffered from health issues associated with the pollution from the lake, from consuming the food grown on the land, also from consuming the fish from the contaminated water. The key to environmental health is sustainability, which is achieved by three separate divisions that share a fine balance. The economy, the environment, and the society each need to work dependently of one another to keep the stability of the environmental health.